Hello students, welcome to part 3 of how to program the video game Doom on the Broom using Scratch. So one bat is not really that challenging. So what we're going to do is we're going to add clones to make a whole squadron of bats. So let's click on the bat sprite here. Now we don't have a lot of scripts for the bat yet, but we're going to add a lot of scripts right now. So we're going to add 2 scripts, okay? All right, so let's begin. So let's go to the events blocks and let's grab it when the green flag is clicked. Let's go to the blue motion blocks and we're going to set rotation style. So where is that? Set rotation style. Set rotation style to left right. So it's always going to position in the left right position. And then we're going to go to the looks block and we're going to hide the original sprite. Okay? Let's go to the control blocks and let's grab a forever block. Forever. And then we'll grab a wait until. Wait until, and that's going to go in the forever block. So what is it going to wait until? So let's go to the operators blocks, the green operators blocks, and let's use this block. We've used it many times. Pick random. Okay. Actually, sorry, I used the wrong button here. So let's go back. I'm going to get rid of this. Let's go back to the control. That's why it didn't work. And let's go wait. Sorry about that. Wait. Okay, this has to be a round circle for this to go in. So we're going to wait and then pick random from 5 to 10. So manually change the first number from 5 to 10. Now this should be able to go in here. Wait, pick random 5 to 10 seconds. So it's going to create a bat every 5 to 10 seconds. And then we're going to create a clone of myself. Okay, we do want to create a clone of myself. A bat is going to clone itself. Okay, so let's start with the clones scripts. So when I start as a clone, I want to go to motion and I want to go to XY. Go to XY. The X value I'm going to put in as 0 and the Y value I'm going to put in as 0 as well. Okay, so you might be thinking, well, that's where the witch is going to be. Okay, but don't worry, it's only going to start there. We're going to point in direction, and then we'll go back to the operators block and we'll grab a pick random. So we want to pick random from negative 180 degrees to positive 180 degrees. In other words, a full 360 degree circle. We're going to go back to the motion blocks and we're going to move 300 steps. 300 steps. And then we're going to go to the looks blocks and we're going to show. So I'm going to tell you what this means. Okay? So when I start as a clone, it's going to go right to the center. Then it's going to pick a direction randomly from negative 180 to 180 degrees, and then it's going to move out from the center 300 steps, and then it's going to appear. So the bat will never appear in the center. It's going to start in the center and then move out in a direction and then appear from the edges. All right, let's go to the motion blocks and we're going to point towards. So the bat is always going to point towards the witch. Okay, point towards the witch. Let's go to the control blocks and let's grab a repeat until. So what is it going to repeat? It's going to repeat until it's touching. So I went to the sensing blocks and I grabbed a touching block. It's going to repeat until it's touching the witch. So it's going to continue until it's touching the witch. We'll go to the blue motion blocks and I'll grab a move, and then how many steps? We'll go to the orange data blocks and we'll go game speed. It will move game speed number of steps. So let's go to the control block and I'm going to grab if then. If then, it's going to be under move game speed steps. If it is sensing, let's go to the sensing blocks. If it is touching the fireball. So if a bat ever gets touched by the fireball, let's go to the sound blocks and it's going to play a sound. and the sound it's going to play is the popping sound. So every time that you nail a bat with your fireball, it's going to play a popping sound. Let's go to the data blocks, and we're going to change. So let's grab a change block underneath play sound, and we're going to change the score. Change the score by 1. The score is going to go up by 1 every time you hit a bat with your fireball. Then let's go to control blocks, and we're going to delete this clone. Once you hit the bat, it's going to delete that clone. Let's go to the Brown events blocks, and let's broadcast a message. So this is outside the repeat until loop here. It's going to broadcast a message, and we're going to click the down arrow, and we're going to create a new message. So the new message is going to say lose a life. Lose a life. And then click OK. And then we're going to go back to the control blocks, and we're going to delete this clone. Delete this clone. Okay? All right, so before we test it, we're going to just do a few more things. So we're still on the bat sprite, okay? It's a good idea to remove all the bats when the witch loses a life. That way it kind of clears the board and gives the witch a chance to kind of reset. Okay, so let's go to the Brown events blocks. When I receive the message lose a life, we want to grab the control blocks and we want to delete this clone. Okay, so when the witch loses a life, we're going to delete the clone. Okay, so let's go to File, Save. So when we run the project, we're going to look for a number of things. The bat should appear after a few seconds and move toward the witch. Soon more will appear. The witch should be able to use her fireballs to destroy them. So play the game, test the gameplay. After anywhere between 5 to 10 seconds, you'll see a bat appear. And then when you see the bat appear, I want you to rotate around and I want you to shoot a fireball at the bat. When you hit the bat should appear. You should hear a popping sound. Then another bat should appear. Okay, also keep an eye on your score. Every time that you hit a bat with your fireball, your score should increase. Okay? All right, now the next thing I want you to test is I want you to not destroy a bat and have the bat touch the witch, and let's see what happens. Okay? So I'm going to allow the bat to touch the witch, and the bat should disappear. Okay, I'm going to press stop. So one thing you might have noticed is that the bats are not flapping their wings. So what we have to do is make sure we're on the bat sprite. We have to change the original script here, the first one we built for the bat. So the first one starts with when the green flag is clicked. So I want you to grab the forever block underneath it and then detach it from the when the green flag is clicked. Okay, so if you grab it from the when the green flag is clicked, they're always going to be attached. So you need to grab it from the forever block to detach it. Okay, and then move it a certain distance away. So I'm going to get rid of this block when the green flag is clicked by simply dragging it into the scripts panel here. And then from the control blocks, I'm going to grab a when I start as a clone right here, and then place it on top. When I start as a clone, then it's going to go through those two costumes. Okay. All right, so let's try it. So this time what you're looking for is you're looking for the bat to be flapping its wings. So I'm going to wait until it appears, and then there we go. The bat is flapping its wings. Awesome. Okay, so let's go to File, Save Now. Okay, so this concludes part 3 of the video game project Doom on the Broom. Thanks for watching. Bye.